Imagine getting under Francesco Totti's skin to the point that he tries to kick your leg off. Yes, that's how provocative Mario Balotelli was. Super Mario had all the talent in the world that could have allowed him to become one of the best players around. However, his antics, both on and off the field, stopped him from fulfilling his full potential, resulting in his career spiraling down. So if you want to learn about Balo's rollercoaster of a career, the different crazy incidents he went through, and he was considered one of the brightest talents around, hit those like and subscribe buttons and make sure to watch until the end of the video. Mario's tough upbringing played a massive part in shaping his unique character. He was born to Ghanaian immigrants on August 12, 1990, in Palermo, Sicily. 3 years later, he was placed in foster care as his biological parents could no longer pay for his health care needs. This made Mario grow up with hatred in his heart towards his birth parents, and he never hid those feelings. In 2010, he said, "If I hadn't become the football star Mario Balotelli, they wouldn't have cared what happened to me." Yep, Mario really didn't like his birth parents at all. Young Mario found refuge in football. Age 15, he was promoted to Lumezane's first team and debuted in Serie C1 against Padova on April 2, 2006. After an unsuccessful trial with Barcelona in 2005, Mario was signed by Inter Milan on loan in 2006, and a year later, Inter made the move permanent, as Mario showed glimpses of his enormous talent. It didn't take long for Mario to make his breakthrough at Inter. He first started grabbing highlights when he scored a brace against Juventus in the return leg of the Coppa Italia quarterfinals. 2 goals that were instrumental in a 3-2 away win for Inter. He also was crucial in Inter's 2008 Supercoppa win against Roma after he came on as a substitute to score an 83rd equalizer for his club. However, Super Mario's disciplinary issues started to influence his career, especially when a manager like Jose Mourinho was in charge. The Portuguese ended up excluding Balotelli from the first team in January 2009. Mou's primary issue with Balotelli was his lack of discipline and effort during training sessions, resulting in the relationship between the manager and the player worsening with time. Balotelli even got stick from his teammates, including the club's captain Javier Zanetti, who urged the young forward to get his head down and work harder. Despite Mario and Mou not having a great time together at Inter, the Portuguese admitted that his experience with the striker was nothing short of a comedy. The funniest moment occurred during Inter Milan's Champions League game with Ruben Kazan. Jose had Balotelli as the only available striker in the team. After Balo got a yellow in the first half, Jose spent 14 minutes of the 15 available between the halves trying to convince Mario to not get a second yellow. 1 minute into the second half, Mario was sent off. Even Jose couldn't stop himself from laughing when describing this incident. Unfortunately, the 2009 to 2010 season was when everything fell apart between Balotelli and Inter. First, it was the racist chants he had to deal with in the different stadiums in Italy. Then, Inter fans heavily criticized him after he publicly wore an AC Milan shirt on an Italian show. But the final straw was when he threw his shirt on the ground after Inter's game with Barcelona, responding to Inter fans who booed him for his poor performance. On August 12, 2010, 20-year-old Mario signed for Manchester City and was reunited with his former manager, Roberto Mancini. The player made just 17 appearances in the league due to knee problems, suspensions, and illness. However, he managed to produce some memorable moments. On December 21, 2010, Super Mario won the Golden Boy Award, but what was more memorable than his win were his comments. He stated that only one of the past winners was slightly better than him, and that player was Lionel Messi. He also claimed he had no idea who Jack Wilshere was, the player who came second to Mario in the award. Yep, he's just ruthless, isn't he? But if you think that's funny, wait till you hear what we have next. Balo's off-field antics didn't stop when he moved to the Citizens. In March 2011, Balotelli reportedly threw darts at youth team players from a first-floor window as a prank. Would you believe that? But wait, there's still more. In October of the same year, Balotelli's house caught on fire on the eve of the Manchester Derby as the player tried to set some fireworks inside his bathroom. Funnily enough, he led Manchester City to a historic 6-1 win at Old Trafford. He scored the opening 2 goals, then lifted his shirt to do the iconic "Why Always Me" celebration. But what's more ironic is that Balotelli was chosen to be the face of fireworks safety adverts in the run-up to Bonfire Night. Balotelli was just like the Joker in that Manchester City squad. He just couldn't let a day pass by without doing something ridiculous. He also got in serious altercations with Micah Richards and even his manager Mancini. He was sent off 4 times in 17 months. Even defenders don't average red cards this much. Oh, how could we forget the skill he performed in front of an open net during Manchester City's friendly game with LA Galaxy. Mancini was so furious that he instantly took him off the field. However, during the 2011-2012 season, Mario produced the highlight of his career during Italy's semi-final game against Germany in the 2012 Euros. The crazy forward slotted home a superb brace to launch his country to the final, all while delivering his iconic postman celebration. During the 2012-2013 Premier League season, Balotelli failed to register a single assist until the last game of the season, and we believe it was worth it. His first and only assist came in the 94th minute after he set Aguero through on goal to give the title to the citizens at the last breath of the game. Mario's time with Manchester City ended in a tense situation. You know, that's nothing new for Super Mario. During the 2012-2013 season, City decided to fine Mario 2 weeks' wages for his poor disciplinary record. That didn't go down well with Balotelli, as he decided to fight against his club's decision. On January 29, 2013, an agreement was reached between City and AC Milan for the transfer of the player. Things seemed to get better for Balotelli when he joined his childhood club. He had a warm welcome and was considered to be back home. He finished his first season with Milan with 12 goals in 13 appearances during the second half of that campaign. However, the following season, things started to go downhill again for Mario. Despite having his highest return in a single league campaign with 14 goals in 30 appearances, his antics on and off the field affected his stay in Milan. He was caught smoking cigarettes during his team train travel to Fiorentina, hit with a 3-game suspension for arguing with match officials following a 2-2 draw, and was even captured crying on the bench when he was substituted against Napoli. His performances, especially with the Italian national team, forced AC Milan to look for a way to offload him, even if it meant they wouldn't make any profit on the 24-year-old. Oh, how can we forget? The forward posted an Instagram picture pointing a gun to the camera with the caption, "Big kiss to all the haters," a post that sparked a massive uproar in AC Milan's fan base. In 2014, Mario joined Liverpool. He spent a single season at the Merseyside club, scoring a single Premier League goal. His short stay didn't stop him from being fined for an image he posted on social media which appeared to contain an anti-Semitic and racist reference. He just can't help it. Mario returned to AC Milan on loan in the following season. Still, he failed to make an impression again before returning to Liverpool, where the new manager, Jurgen Klopp, refused to add him to the pre-tour squad. Balotelli joined Nice in 2016 in an attempt to salvage his career, but he wouldn't be Mario Balotelli if he didn't take a dig at his former club. The striker admitted that joining Liverpool was his worst career mistake and that Brendan Rodgers and Jurgen Klopp did not impress him. Never change, Mario, never change. He rediscovered his form with Nice, scoring 43 goals in 76 appearances during his 2.5-year stay with the club. He then joined Marseille in January 2019 before leaving for Brescia just 6 months later. At the end of the 2019-2020 season, Balotelli was relegated with his club, which led to his contract being terminated. He then joined Serie B side Monza on a 7-month contract before joining Adana Demirspor in Turkey, where he scored 18 goals, including an unbelievable Rabona goal that was nominated for the 2022 Puskas Award. The forward then moved to Seyon in Switzerland, but returned to Adana after his contract was terminated. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, how Mario Balotelli turned from one of the game's brightest prospects to a true journeyman, moving from one club to another. From his goal and postman celebration against Germany in the 2012 Euros to his bicycle goal and selfie video with Marseille, Mario Balotelli has provided us with unforgettable moments throughout his career. Unfortunately, his tough childhood, the racism he received from fans, and the constant media pressure created a colossal obstacle to the player's development. Who knows what heights Balotelli could have reached if he was 100% focused on football. We hope you enjoyed our video. Hit those like and subscribe buttons if you did, and remember to share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time.